What's goody? What's goody? Your boy Black Pablo. Just here with a quick message, real quick. You know, I like to dump quick gems real quick. So, real quick, I was talking to a student today and we was talking about some behaviors up in my office. And it just basically led uh, to a thought that's leading to this word right here: actions, perception, and communication. A lot of times we display actions that lead to perceptions. Sometimes the perceptions become unfavorable. And we'll go to bat defending ourselves and telling people they wrong, cussing folk out because they think the wrong thing or they spreading the wrong thing. But little to not often do we really sit back and internalize what actions we did to present that perception. Now, of course, in some cases, you got anomalies where you ain't do nothing, folk just gossiping, folk just chatting, they just talking for the sake of talking. But a lot of times, we're not even cognizant of the actions that we might have displayed in order for that perception to even be created. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when we go address that perception or try to communicate what we think the perception should be, our approach is always, not always, but it's sometimes wrong in our and how we choose to communicate or deal or approach those perceptions that may not be favorable to us. So, just a quick gem: be cognizant of the actions that you may create that lead to the perceptions that people may assume, right? You can't hang with dirtbags and drug dealers and then be mad when somebody perceive you to be one. You know, you can't hang with the thoughts and the city boys and then be mad when somebody perceives you to be one. You know what I mean? And then when you see that perception or you realize that perception, your communication can be rude, especially if you want that perception to now be of positive nature or whatever you deem it to be. So, just my quick gem: watch your actions because they lead to perceptions, and then address the perceptions with effective communication. I'm guilty of it myself too. I've done things or had certain actions or done certain actions that I wasn't aware of the perception that it may create, or the change, whether it's a change in perception. Sometimes you do have a positive perception from the outside looking in, and then you have an act or a moment of action where that perception now changes. And instead of trying to go argue it down in effective communication, we need to step back, look inside, internalize, and realize what we did to get here. Nobody's innocent of it, but that's just what I want to share with y'all today. You know, just motivated by a conversation I had with a student about how your actions can lead to perceptions and how them perceptions can be communicated upon positively. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't got to be an argument. Everything ain't got to be a fight. You can actually sit and communicate and maybe dispel that perception that may have been created by whatever action you participated in. So just be aware of what your actions is and the look that it can create, and then be more cognizant of how you choose to communicate and approach that perception. That's all, y'all.